We're looking at theme 1.2 today. We're going to be looking, following on from market research last lesson. So we're going to be looking at target markets, market segmentation, and we're going to do some market mapping. Remember the instructions, follow the lesson instructions on the video, ensure that you listen to the instructions and complete the tasks, complete all questions, etc. I'll put a link in there afterwards. Again, you can do this by hand or computer. It's entirely up to you, and submit it via Show My Homework or via email. So your first task then, what is a target market? Try to come up with a definition for a target market and a bit of an extension. Use examples to illustrate your point. I'm going to give you 3 or 4 minutes to complete that task. Okay, so a target market then is a particular group of customers that you are trying to sell your product to. They have similar characteristics. So an example here maybe of a characteristic might be income. So the target market, the group of people that you might be selling to, are people with high levels of income. So what products might you be selling there? Well, you could think of high levels of income. You could think of expensive sports cars, maybe an Aston Martin or Ferrari. You know, the cost the businesses to make, therefore has a high price. Therefore, you need a high level of income to afford that, or be very wealthy. So that is a particular target. So when you're advertising that product, that would be to that particular group of people. The second task then, guys, here we're looking at market segmentation. We have focused on this a bit in class. We did a lesson back in October. And what I'd like you to do here is I'd like you to have a look at the different types of characteristics of customers. It could be location, age, income, lifestyle, and demographics. So we've already spoken a little bit about income. So what I want you to do is I want you to explain how customers can target different groups of customers based on location, target different groups of customers based on age, income, lifestyle, demographics. This is about 4 minutes per point. So, you know, if we go 20 minutes, that should be enough time to complete that task. Okay, so the first thing that you should have looked at is location. Now, if you're targeting groups of customers based on location, it might be the fact that you have a small business in a particular location. It might be, let's say, a takeaway as an example. You're going to advertise and try and target groups based on particular locations of your business. So if you were putting flyers through people's doors, I'm sure you get them all of the time from takeaways, shops around your local area, all of the time. I do. And that is what they're doing. They're targeting the market of their customers, their group of customers, based on where they live, the location of where they are. Age is the most basic form of market segmentation. You're selling products based on age. It could be 0 to 1 year olds. It could be 3 to 4 year olds, which you see on toys. It could be, for example, teenagers, magazines, whatever it may be. It could be retirement homes. It's the market segmentation, the target market is based on age. We've touched on income a little bit. Now, income we've already looked at in terms of a higher end. I'm going to give you a good example of how supermarkets segment their market on income, and that is basically the range of products they sell. In terms of, you've got the basic range, you've got the brands, you've got the Sainsbury's or Tesco's own brand, and then you've obviously got the luxury ranges like Taste the Difference at Sainsbury's, for example. And the reason businesses target their customers in this way is that they can target a wide range of people, and as a result, they hopefully will get more sales. You've got Waitrose, for example, which has got a bit of a reputation of being the higher end, so it's a little bit more expensive. So they are targeting a certain income level, which is perceived to be a certain income level, and therefore they may not get as many customers through the door. Let's say Tesco's, who have got a wide range of products on their income. You've then got lifestyle here, guys. Now, lifestyle is based on the interests and attitudes of customers. So, for example, brands, it could be. Do they have an active lifestyle? So if you were, you go walking in the Peak District, what active lifestyle brands would you buy? Rab is a good example. It could also be customers are based on environmentally conscious, and won't buy products that aren't recyclable, as a good example. So lifestyle, targeting the business targeting customers based on their lifestyle could be an environmentally friendly packaging, or the way the product is maintained, sustainable products, for example, raw materials. Demographics includes education. So, for example, it could be particular types of products based around education. It could be occupation. So demographics are a good example of occupation is the TES, which is a magazine paper that is targeted directly at teachers. We've already said income levels. It's kind of in there a little bit, but obviously income is separate as well. And again, it could be marital status. It could be family holidays, for example. It could be things like that. So it's really important that businesses look at targeting their customers. The more they target their customers through market segmentation, the more that they start to know and understand who their customers are. And if they can understand who their customers are, they can meet the wants and needs of their customers. Now, that is why market segmentation is important. Moving on to the second task here, I've got what is the purpose of market segmentation? Well, based on all of this information that we've just spoken about, you should be able to now have a go at talking about it. Remember, the main purpose, and I'll just give you this one and you can improve on your answer through what I say, is customer needs. Meeting those customer needs for a particular group of people. Okay, I'm going to give you a few minutes to do that task. Okay, market segmentation then, advantages. Now, there's many benefits to market segmentation. It's building a brand. Building a brand is a really good way that a business can segment their market. For example, you can associate a specific brand with a target audience. So if you were looking at, let's say, for example, Rolex, that brand would be targeted at a certain income level, as an example. So that's a good advantage, and it becomes synonymous, recognizable, and things like that. Lifestyle choices as well. You could have certain brands that, for example, would associate with a lifestyle. So I said in the previous one, RAB is a good example of a outdoor clothing brand, which is synonymous with, expeditions and walking and things like that. So differentiate products, of course, one of the main things here. It's important that you differentiate your products, and you can do that by making sure that your product it avoids being in direct competition with other rivals. So if you've targeted a certain group of people, you're selling a similar product, so luxury brand of pork pies or whatever it might be, again, you are differentiating your product from a competitor's, so it stands out. Of course, if you're targeting a certain group of people, it's going to help you understand the customers more. If you help understand the customers more, then you're obviously going to hopefully make more sales, because you're going to meet the customer needs. And again, likewise, advertising becomes easier if you know where to advertise. So again, I keep going back to luxury, but there'll be certain types of magazines that you would want to advertise in, or wherever it might be. If, for example, you're looking at location, you wouldn't want to advertise nationally if you're a local small business. So market segmentation is very useful for all of these different reasons. Okay, I'm going to stop the video now. I'm going to create another video for marketing maps, because I don't want the videos to be too long. That was lesson 1. Lesson 2 will be on marketing maps. So in lesson 1, you've done target market, market segmentation. Be sure to email all that in, and I'll give you feedback, as will your other teacher. Okay, thank you very much.